All right, my friends, this week's Revit tip is about grouping your lighting fixtures for a rendering. Because let me just tell you, if you've got some lighting fixtures in a lobby, and then you've got some lighting fixtures in the office, and then you got some lighting fixtures in the conference room, and maybe some down the hallway, and maybe your building is like a hotel, and you've got lighting fixtures in every single room on every single floor in your hotel. And you want to do a rendering down in the lobby. Do you realize that when you click the render button, it's going to calculate the light emitting from every single light fixture in your entire project before it gives you, in its process to give you the image? What? Are you kidding me? Unless you group those lights and turn them off. You can turn off lights in different places of the building and have only the lights on where you need them. And I'm going to show you how right now. All right, so let me just share my screen with you guys. Here we are, and get my face right there. Yes. And so here we go. Virtual BIM management. I'm your BIM manager wherever you are. So if you need a BIM manager, just look down in the description box of this video, and we can get together and I can help you out with stuff like this. So let's go to 3D. So here's our building, okay? And I will rotate into 3D, bam. All right, so let's look at the floor plan of this building. Floor plan, bam. Okay, so in this particular building, when we come in, you come right into the lobby. There's a bathroom straight away and a reception area off to the right, and there's a conference room to the left, and you go upstairs to go to second floor plan, and what do we got? An open office up there, okay? So let's go back to the first floor, and we're going to put in some lighting fixtures into this plan. So I'm going to go to the ceiling plans. I'm going to open up first floor ceiling plan, and you'll notice I've got a 2x2 acoustical tile ceiling here in the conference room, and a gypboard ceiling in the bathroom and this main lobby area. And yet there's no light fixtures, okay? So, hey, we need light fixtures. So I'm gonna go down to the families. This is how I place light fixtures. I'm just gonna show you guys. I don't go up here to the top and click on component and go search for light fixtures to place, because they're all based on name. So what I'd like to do is just come over here under families in your project browser, expand families. Now look at this, everything is listed according to its category that it's in. So I can quickly find lighting fixtures and expand it. I can go, aha, so what kind of lighting fixture I need? How about ceiling mounted fluorescent? And here's a 2x2 fixture. And so once I find the one I want, I press and hold it and I drag it into my scene. And when I let go of my mouse, it is on my cursor. So I'm just saying. So I'm going to put one right here. Oh, yeah, that's it. Forget the grid. We don't care about no stinking grids. Okay, I'm going to bring in a 2x2. All right. Okay, there's one. There's another one. There we go. Now we're talking. That's how you light up a conference room. Ah, yes. Okay. We need some lights over here also in this gypboard ceiling. So let's get there's a recessed can downlight, like an 8-inch diameter. Okay, here's one over there, and one over there, and there's one over there. Okay, let's get ourselves some lighting fixtures going on. You can tell that I'm a fantastic lighting designer. Okay, so this is our layout of our lighting fixtures. And so what I want to do is show you guys how to group these lights so that you can turn on certain ones for your rendering and turn off others. Like if this, okay, there's a bathroom. Hey, good. So here we go. Here is a face-hosted linear light fixture that I'm going to place in the bathroom. Ding, ding, ding. I'm just got enough light in the bathroom? Yeah. Hey, look, 4 of them. Woohoo! Now, in the rendering, let me go back to my plan and show you. I'm going to put a camera in, okay? I'm going to drop down a camera. Maybe standing right about here and looking toward the conference room. And this is what we see, okay? There we go. This is the view that we see from there. the lights that are in on the ceiling here, let me just move my face up. Good. You can see the lights that are in the conference room are going to be in this view, yes. And you can see the lights that are here in the lobby are part of this view, but the lights that are in the bathroom are not in this scene at all, and yet they're going to be calculated when I try to render this, okay? So let me show you how to group lights so that you don't have to deal with the calculation of the ones in the bathroom. So let me just go back to the ceiling plan. So let me show you. Okay, so here we are. What I can do is, if I pick a light, I wanted to show you up here on the bar, it says that the light is in a group called none, which means it's not in a group. Duh, okay? So, but I can drop that down and hit edit new. And what comes up is this artificial lights list of all the artificial lights that are in my project. Now, it's really hard to know which one is which to put them in the group. So I'll show you that later. We're only here to make groups. So I'm going to, right here, group name, group options, new. So I'm going to click new. I'm going to call this bathroom, okay? And then I'm going to make another one called lobby. And then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to make another one called conference room, okay? I only came here to this dialog to make the group. So I'm just going to say, okay. Now, in my plan, I can pick a light or several lights. Like I'll pick that one, and holding down my control button, I'm going to pick the other 3 lights. So I've got all 4. It says they're in the light group none. And I can click that, and look at this. It lists my light groups. So I'm going to put them in bathroom. Boom. And it warns me, you just realize that you're putting lights in the group. Yeah, I did it on purpose. So you say, okay. And then I'm going to pick these in my conference room, those 4, and put those in the light group called conference room. Okay. And I'm going to do the same here for these. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see if I can get all these guys. Now watch. What if I miss a couple? Oops. Missed a couple. And now I've got some lights selected and some not. But I thought I got them all, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is, when I look up here, I've got my lights. It says light group is none. I'm going to put those in my lobby. Okay. Now, there's nothing that indicates and tells you what lights are in what yet. So if I pick a light, I would have to look up and say, okay, that one's in the lobby. That one's in the lobby. But that is a slow way to know whether I got them all. Watch this. I can pick a light, and up when I pick a light, it says conference room lights. It's in the conference room group. Watch what happens when I hit the little edit button that pops up. All the lights, I'll just show you, all the lights that are in that group turn green here, okay? And so if I need to remove a light that's accidentally in the group, I can do that right here. Or if I need to go add other lights that are not in a group will be available to put in this group if I hit the add button, okay? So I'm just gonna hit cancel. I'm gonna show you again. In the bathroom, I pick any one of those lights. It shows me it's in the bathroom group. I hit the edit button. Sure enough, look, they all 4 turn green. All four of them turn green. And so again, I could remove or add to the group. So watch what happens when I go to the lobby. I'm going to pick one, and sure enough, it says lobby, and I hit edit. Take a look. You can see visually which ones are in the lobby and which ones are out. So I've missed a few, it looks. Oh no. So all I do is hit the add button, and any light fixtures that are not already part of a group are available for me to click. And as soon as I click them, they turn green. I won't be able to click the conference room lights because they're not available because they are already part of a group. I would have to remove them from a group in order to add them to another group, okay? So as you see, it's simple. I just quickly click the other lights in the lobby. They turn green instantly, so I know I got them all, and then I can hit finish. So that is the way to get lights into a group. But then comes, what about when I'm rendering? How do I turn on certain groups and off certain groups, okay? So what you can do is, let me just go to that camera. Where's that camera? Okay, bing. That's bing is how you go to the camera. So here we are in this camera view. And if I want to render, I can just hit the little render button down here at the bottom. That shows the rendering dialog. And here's my rendering dialog. Bring it out to the middle so you can see it. Okay. If I just hit render right now, it's going to calculate all of the lights, but actually not, because yeah, you got to look down this list just for a second. Okay. It's going to render in draft mode because that's the fastest for when we're in a class right now. It's going to render it here to the screen instead of to the printer across the room. It's whatever. Okay, here's a key. This is going to be the sun only. It's only going to render the sun. It's not going to render any artificial lights. Because it's set on sun only, the artificial lights button is not highlighted. But if exterior sun only, and if I switch it to interior sun only, again, the artificial lights button is not available. But if I pick any of these other settings that have the word artificial in them, it opens up the ability for me to go and click on that artificial lights button. And we'll go there in just a minute. Exterior, this is not a rendering video on how to render. But if you're doing an interior rendering, it makes sense to click on one of the interior buttons. And if you're doing an exterior rendering, the program's got algorithms that actually facilitate the lighting better for interior or exterior. That's just free, okay? That's free information. So I'm going to go interior, sun, and artificial. So as soon as I use the word artificial, take a look. My sun settings are set to like schematic design, whatever. You can set that to any day of the year you want. So for lighting and shadows. Artificial lights button is now available. When I click on artificial lights button, it pops up and all lights that are in my project they highlight if they're being used. You can see in the background here that all my lobby lights are on and all of my conference room lights are on. And take a look here. I'm just bring your attention, if you would, over to the this area with the artificial lights dialog. The bathroom lights are listed here and they're on. They're turned on because they have a check box next to them. If I uncheck bath, I can uncheck 1, 2, 3 of those lights and leave one on in the bathroom. But it's easier for me to just leave those on and uncheck the group called bathroom. Those all just turned off. Every single light in the bathroom is not going to be calculated now at all in my rendering. If I uncheck lobby, all of those are going to go off. And if I uncheck conference room, all those are going to go off. And I won't have any lights from those three groups rendering. And it would be only ungrouped lights that would turn on. And I don't have any ungrouped lights because you saw a second ago that I put every single light into a group. So let me just show you, I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn on lobby lights, okay? And I'm going to turn on the conference lights. And once you hit OK, those settings are set now to be used for your rendering. So I'm going to quickly, for speed, I'm going to hit region, okay? And I'm going to just render the ceiling up here. Because if I render all this glass and the exterior in the conference room, it's going to get pretty bad. It's going to take a long time to render. So I'm just going to render up here on the ceiling, and I'm going to show you that both groups will render. So I'm going to hit render. Go. So sunlight's coming in from outside, and the both the conference room and the lobby lights are on. This is a time where people usually stop the camera and come back when it's done. But I'm going to see how long this takes. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Oh, it looks like it might work. I'm only going to let it go to like 3% of calculation so that we can see if the lights are on. We're not going to let it go to full fruition. There, look at that. Oh, that's very fuzzy, and it's only at 0%. Okay. Oh, now it's at 3%. Look at this. You can see the lobby lights are on and the conference room lights are on, okay, as it's rendering. So proof right there that it worked. I'm going to hit stop on the rendering. You sure you want to stop? Yeah, whatever. Now look at this. I'm going to go to artificial lights again. I'm turning off the conference room lights. Ready? They're down here. Uncheck conference room. Boom. I'm going to say, okay. Now, the only ones that are going to render are the lobby lights. Those over there, keep your eyes open. Those over there are not going to render. So wait for it. I am going to hit render. That's going to go black again as it starts the new rendering. And you're going to see the conference room lights are now off. Wait for it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. La, 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 la. Painful, isn't it? Okay, here we go. It's only calculating 14 lights. Wait for it. Bam. Come on, friends. Can you see it? It's the conference room lights are off. The lobby lights are on. I don't think I need to wait for this to render more, but I just wanted to show you it's working. So grouping lights, I'm going to stop this rendering because that's ridiculous to let that keep on going forever, okay? So what we've got here is, I think that's all I need to do to show you. I'm going to come back to me. Okay, so when you need to do a rendering and you don't want it to take forever to render, what you should do is group your lights and turn off the ones, like if you can turn off everything on the second floor, everything on the third floor, everything above or outside the area that you are. It only takes a little bit of time, and you saw how quick it was to create a group, put lights into a group so that they turn off and are not part of the calculation when you go to render. It'll take a long time to do a simple rendering if you don't put lights into groups. All right, I hope that tip helps you guys, and I want you to have a fantastic day. Get out there and do a rendering. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.